Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome. It is Beyounique live time already. I cannot believe that we have already had a whole entire week fly by, and I am back in this seat, back on live, talking to everyone on here about a new topic, new week, new live, new collabs. If everyone saw the story that just recently came up, we have a new collab that just got released. I am so excited. So lots to talk about tonight, and let's get started. So what's going on with all this snow? I don't know about you guys, but my whole entire day has been pushed back right from the beginning. My kids' delayed opening tomorrow, another delayed opening because it is freezing over here. And we're going to have another snowstorm this weekend, supposedly. So those of you who love snow, yay. Those of you who do not like snow or the cold, like me, brr. It's not that I hate snow. I actually love snow. I just don't want to go out in it. That is the problem. I am always cold, so having the snow is a little problematic for me because it's this type of cold that I just can never get warm in, and it kills me. Like, my bones are cold. I don't love it, but at the same time, I don't want to leave it. So it's a love-hate relationship I have currently going on with the snow. So that's actually interesting because it leads me into topic for tonight, which is life on life's terms. Sounds pretty simple, right? Not so easy all the time. But if you break it down a little bit, what does that actually mean? Life on life's terms. Exactly what it says. So whatever comes up, you're going to handle, you're going to deal with, but in a healthy way. It's easier said than done sometimes because oftentimes people are inherited with a lot of coping mechanisms that become scripted into them, and it becomes part of them, and it becomes a framework and a guide, and it's something that works for them until it doesn't. And that's when new things are needed. So life on life's terms can truly then be handled properly. So it's almost a double-edged sword when you think about it. And that's why the Beyounique community is here. And that's the reason why I have collabs going. And that's the reason why I continue to have new people come on over and over and over again. And that's also the reason why there's gonna be more stuff coming out as time goes on as well. Because yeah, I get it. Talking about this stuff is important, but seeing it in action is even more important. And sharing it with others, monumental. So, for those of you who love to write, you're going to love the new collab. For those of you who love to read, you're going to love the new collab. And for those of you who honestly just need some type of inspiration and creativity, you're going to love the new collab. So part of me collabing with Stephanie is to really make you smile, to inspire you, to show you that there's other ways to do things outside of just your own perspective. And that's honestly the best gift possible, because when you're stuck in one way of thinking, one mindset, one script more or less, that's when those other things we were just talking about tend to happen more and more. So what you see right over here, again, just the beginning. These are extremely unique, just like us. extremely customizable, and they're simply here to make you smile and to be used, to be gifted, to continue to inspire others on and on. And Steph's going to make sure that she does things according to the mental health, wellness, monthly keys, monthly content, monthly plan, schedule. And don't forget, we have that previous collab that we had before that we have journals for. So if you love journaling or you're looking for something to do that can actually put this pen to use, start some journaling. You can also use it there. And if you don't know how to journal or you need to be guided a little more, we have that too. That's in there. Again, customizable, because everything needs to be customized in life. Because again, life on life's terms. Nothing's scripted here. Everything is unique. So as we move forward, everything will be customizable. Everything will be unique. Everything will come in through my link tree and be a one-stop shop for then you to go out and utilize accordingly, because that's what community does for community. Helps, encourages, engages, shares, educates. As I move forward in my own journey, in my own processes, I've realized that I'm gonna need a lot of things that I didn't need before, because there's no exact destination I'm on. It's a journey. It's a learning journey. It's a healing journey. It's a lifelong journey. And there's no one perspective that's going to actually work for me. There's many perspectives that's going to work for me. And I want to continue to acquire all the different perspectives as time goes on. So why limit myself to one way of thinking, one way of being, one way of acting, one way of knowing? That is big fish in a little pond mentality. And last time I checked, I am swimming in an ocean full of nothing but potential, knowledge, growth, and journey ahead of me. So honestly, if anything else, I'm just simply broken and putting myself back together in different, unique ways, one step at a time, and finding people that are very similar to me along the way. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anything, it's extremely humbling, and I'm so grateful that I get to do it. And I'm so thankful that I have that freedom to operate and the ability to step back and truly understand what life's about and what I'm here to do with it. Because if I didn't have that ability, I think I would be a lot less fortunate in the long run. So we're going to talk about some of those things because it's important, and it's important for you guys to discover that as well. So again, it's a learning process. Now, I know some of you had posted some reactions and comments regarding the Amy Arvery post that I had up. Do not worry. I know this is tilting a little. Do not worry if you missed the session this past Sunday. I know I posted it late. She is available and doing those free lives, those free resets on Sundays, every single Sunday so far. So if you did not have a chance to hop on this past Sunday, feel free to just go on her website, go on her page, click on the actual name that I have in my post, and reach out to her and say, hey, Amy, I want to go on for this coming Sunday. Or reach out to me and say, hey, Jazz, I'm interested and I can't find the information, and I'll send it over to you. No big deal. Trust me, the more the merrier, and you will love it. I actually had my daughter shadow it recently and she loved it, and you don't even have to speak, and that's the best part. So give it a try, and guess what? Like I said before, you don't like it, you don't love it, it's not a positive advice for you. What did you waste? An hour? Half hour? 20 minutes? I could think of a lot worse things to do with your time. So I've had meetings that were honestly longer than that I've wasted my time with, that I will never get back. And that is wholeheartedly the truth. Like countless ones. So Amy Arvery, completely amazing clinical hypnotherapist. And the reason why I say that is because she really hones in on that mindset of your thoughts really start everything, and that controls your feelings. And then that in turn creates your behaviors and your experience. And if you really think about that, it's true. If I'm waking up in the morning and my first thought is, oh crap, like today's going to be an awful day, and I'm pissing and moaning and groaning, automatically I feel crummy, right? And then that's going to change the way I act, and it's going to change the way that I feel, and it's going to change my outlook on the day. But if I wake up and I lie to myself sometimes, even, right? Before my eyes even open, you know your brain's already going and you're thinking about things before you turn off your alarm clock. Let's be honest, everyone. We do it. You know what? Today's going to be amazing. I'm going to stop and I'm going to get the coffee that I like, or I'm going to go to my favorite bakery and I'm going to get the muffin that I want, or I'm going to stop and talk to so-and-so on the way. Whatever it is that you like doing that's special to you, that makes your day amazing, that's what you start with. And those little things, instead of you have to do it, Amy was amazing with telling me this. It's you get to do it. You're lucky that you have the ability to do it, because it's not that whole conditional thing where, oh my gosh, other people have it so much worse. No, it's the fact that other people or someone else may not have it. You have the ability to do it. You have a house to wake up in. You have a bed to get out of. You have a car to go start and warm up to, whatever the case is. Like, I know I used to get frustrated. Little things like emptying the dishwasher, right? Okay, whatever. I have a dishwasher to empty. I'm not sitting there scrubbing in my hand. What little things like that? Just flip your perspective in that sense, and everything else starts to change. So I'm not even as good as Amy, to be honest, when it comes to talking about this stuff. Amy's way better. And in addition to that, she hypnotizes you with her nice, soothing voice, which again, I do not have. She has the soothing, sweet voice. So I really do only send and share things out that I feel like would be fundamental and beneficial for you and the community as well. And just because I don't pull everything that's offered to me and share it out to everyone else doesn't mean I don't love it. Trust me, I've heard, seen, liked, even personally shared out so many things that I've loved, but it might not be my brand, community brand specific. That's not offensive to anyone. That's not meant to be offensive to anyone. I'm a very honest person, and at times it has gotten me in trouble, and it's not meant to be, because it's not malicious in any way, shape, or form. It is truthful. It is honest. It is with intent. And again, I will talk about anything. I don't dodge anything. And I'm not, what's the word? I am not avoidant. I will have the conversation. I will go straight to you and address anything. So let's talk about it, and talk about it respectfully. I don't need to raise my voice. I don't need to get aggravated. I'm past all of that stuff. I have moved well beyond that immature stage in my life, let's just say. And trust me, I did have that stage in my life. But I think everyone at some point in time really can have that. And trust me, there's still some times where I can feel people or certain things trying to bring me out of character. But I think that goes back to the awareness point that we've spoken about in the past, right? You need to know yourself. You need to be self-aware. You need to be emotionally intelligent. And again, you need to have an understanding, because when you do, you start to operate in a mindset that is completely free. And don't you want to be free? I mean, isn't that the goal in the long run, to be free? It's an American dream. And I've posted about that in the past on my LinkedIn, I believe. The American dream is often misinterpreted and becomes the American nightmare because a lot of people don't understand and truly embody that you are your own boss, and that's the goal. It's the freedom aspect. It's not the monetary portion. It's being able to truly be free and to know the difference. So it's all about your mind at the end of the day. But your mind, body, and your soul are all one. And that sounds extremely philosophical, but it's not meant to be. And honestly, philosophy and me are not on the same page all the time either, even though I know I probably speak in a very high vocabulary and intellectual way. My husband and I talk about this all the time as well, because he does not speak like me. We actually have two different types of speaking styles. So it's very interesting to talk about this dynamic too. But it's important, because to have this adventurous style, to have this spontaneity, to be able to actually appreciate the ability to go outside of what's scripted and what's expected of you by others and truly embody what your own personal script is, should be the ultimate goal. Because how many times do you sit back and wait for someone else to do something, or your boss to give you the green light, or someone to tell you to do something before you do it? And why? What's the point? What are you waiting for? And it's not meant to be facetious in any way, but really, what are you waiting for? I'm going to be 40 years old this year, and I actually thought about this the other day, that most of the people that I read about in history books didn't even know that they were making history at the time that they were doing the things that they did. Do you know why that is? Because they were sticking to the script that was in themselves and doing what they thought was right at that time. They weren't waiting to be told. They weren't asking for permission. They weren't looking around to see what Joe and Sarah were doing next to them. They went against everyone else and broke the mold and did it. That's it. And honestly, some of them to their own demise. But guess what? They made history. They had the freedom to operate. And so can you. So let's do it. Let's be unique. And let's raise each other up that way. Because the last thing that I have in this community is he man, she man, women hating, men hating, people hating, humanistic hating. That's not okay. We only go up by lifting each other up. You only understand by seeing it through someone else's perspective. You only get the freedom to operate by letting go of the narrative you held before. It's just truth, everyone. And honestly, the truth doesn't lie. The truth doesn't need your permission to be true. And that's the difference between the truth and a lie. So the next time anyone in this community needs help with understanding life on life's terms, you ask me, you come to the community, you come to my page. You need inspiration, you need guidance, you need love, you need support, you need something that was missing from your younger years, because from this day forward, I'm going backwards with my pen, but you know what I mean, forward. From this day forward, anything else was your younger years. We're gonna still stay young, hot, and cool, but like, we're young back then, so we're healing all of that stuff still. We're unlearning all that stuff still. We're growing. We're learning new stuff. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But anyone else still stuck on all that stuff? Still holding on to it? Still making you feel bad for it? You can let that go too, because they don't matter. You matter. So stay you, stay true, stay unique, and you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it, because it's life on life's terms. So sooner than later, I will be linking this to my link tree. You can feel free. I tagged Stephanie in Instagram. You can always reach out to her directly. She can customize anything. We will put together some fun specials and things like that. We have lots coming down the pike. And honestly, I'm going to constantly keep going forward, because there's no way but up, everybody. And that's where you're going to go if you're with me in this community, because that's what we do. Oh my God. And I have so many funny things to put together. I just don't want to embarrass my kids all the time, so I try not to. I try to hold back, but it'll be coming out soon. So stay you, stay unique, and I will be chatting with you all soon. Bye.